welcome to today's episode. Absolutely beautiful Harley-Davidson Fat Boy. There is literally like no surface that we can get here that's not showing my reflection, and you guys are probably curious about how all of this is done. Is it paint? It is not paint. It is actually a chemical process that they use, which we're going to go over here in just a second. So this is the brand new 2025 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy Gray Ghost from the Icon collection. Standing here with me, Harley Corporate. Incredibly knowledgeable about this. How long has this been in the works for you guys? What are you guys like kind of paying homage to for those that don't know?
This is the 5th Icon model that we've done. So in the last few years, we've been building some Icon models that really are paying homage to some bikes of the past. This one is the 1990 Gray Ghost, which was famously one of Willie G's favorite designs. So we thought that was definitely worth getting the Icon treatment, and wanted to do something special. And you see that especially right now in the sun with that reflection color scheme. It's just beautiful.
What is it listed as, like, for color on the website? Just chrome?
It is the reflection.
Reflection.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's what it's called, because it's meant to look like chrome, but it's actually a special finish, like you mentioned.
I mean, it looks dead on chrome. It's a mirror. It looks great, honestly, in photos and whatnot. I hope it's coming across in the video. Some of the significant things about this bike, with it being an Icon model, we're going over the differences between like Icon earlier and Enthusiast. So Enthusiast is like something that Harley-Davidson is doing that's new, whereas Icon is something where Harley's kind of paying homage, or, you know, kind of tip of the hat to something that they've done previously. With this being released in 1990, they're paying tribute essentially to that original design, and they are only releasing 1,990 of them. So it is a serialized bike, just like all the rest of the Icons. This is number 316 of 1990.
You have the kind of the yellow accents, which was something that the 1990 bike had, and then throwing chrome and kind of that silver finish on as much of the bike as possible. You got the frame has the silver finish, even down to the passenger foot pegs match the frame. So it's really getting all of those details of that silver and that chrome. And like we're talking about, that's where you get the PVD, physical vapor disposition paint or color, is what that, you know, there's a lot of time and effort, and you can talk to Brad in particular about what they did to do that, but a lot of time and effort to make this look as spectacular as it does, to pay homage to that bike.
Getting a paint or a powder that looks like chrome. I know powder coating, they'll say, yeah, like this is called chrome or new chrome or whatever, but if you just leave it uncoated, like, it'll end up fading over time. Once you put like a clear coat on it, it dulls that finish and it doesn't really look like chrome anymore, right? Because the thing with chrome is that it's mirrored, you know? So like this is actual chrome, right? On the heat shields. I mean, you really can't tell the difference between those two. So powder coat chrome, really, really difficult, especially for it to last over time. And then also paint chrome, I haven't seen anything out there that actually lasts for a while, that's resilient. And that's one of the things that with this PVD process, which is done like in a vacuum, which is crazy. So like literally, think of having to put the parts in a vacuum chamber.
Yeah, it's vaporized in a vacuum, and then it's actually used, like, it's like kind of an alloy. So then it's attached to the parts in that process. It's crazy.
Yes, science!
Look at us, like our reflections in there. It looks incredible. It looks like chrome.
Yeah.
But they actually apply a positive charge to the parts and the paint to adhere them together.
It looks incredible. I would be curious what the cleaning process is? What were they saying? Just like soap and water and a microfiber?
Yeah, actually you don't want to use like a cleaning solution because it'll streak. So actually just microfiber and some water to wipe it down.
How they keep everything brushed and silver. They're playing with different finishes. One of the things that I was like, holy shit, that's cool, is the cases. So normally the cases here are all black, but they're more of like a silver, and I'm assuming it's still a powder. It looks like a powder, but it is like a light or a blonde case. Harley hasn't done that for a while, as far as I know. So for those people that have looked at Harleys for a long time, especially like the new, more modern stuff, like you see this one and it just immediately jumps out at you. They've got, you know, some more of those details, like in the original style seat. You got the lace, you got the stitching on the side, you got the same thing in the dash cover down here, serialized just below the gauge. I actually expected the price to be a little bit higher. One of the things that that original bike did have that's a little different on this one is it had like the solid wheels. These do have cutouts. It's actually kind of interesting because I have a set of solid wheels at the shop that were takeoffs. I don't know what they were from though. The thing is with the solids, a lot of people say that they catch wind.
I rode a V-Rod that had the solid wheels, and it looks awesome. If you catch a side wind, it pulls your front, because that, you know, it's just a big solid
dish
sail basically.
Yeah.
The design of these wheels, you know, we've done a variety of different styles of wheels on the Fat Boy, but still keeping kind of the solid look, but you've got some air holes just to keep the crosswinds, let the wind get through there. So
nice. They did change out the air cleaner. So the current Fat Boy has an air cleaner that comes forward. This one, they went to the more classic design with the rounded air cleaner. They did get different power numbers because of that.
It's 101 horsepower, 122 foot-pounds of torque. This is the custom of the 3 Softail engine variants. So we have high output, classic, and custom. The Fat Boy and then the Gray Ghost all have the custom variant. LED lights front to back, the ride modes, you know, new suspension in the back, revised in the front. So all of the different changes that we've made to the Softail lineup reflected in this bike within the Gray Ghost wrapping, so to speak.
So next part, let's throw a leg over it and I'll give you guys thoughts and opinions in ride of this thing. We're just coming back from ripping it up the road and back. What you think?
It makes me nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to ride. It's a steamroller in a good way, you know, like it's significant. It's a great bike.
What's the link to your channel? Where can they check out your video reviewing it?
Oh, it'll be on the channel Professional Monkey on YouTube. I'm watching your camera work. Let's just manage expectations here, okay? Like, it's gonna be a fat idiot going, I like this, you know.
I'm doing the same thing, just with a better lens.
But with like this and...
I call it my motorcycle yoga.
We call it garage yoga in mine, because I'm like, you know, downward facing whale while working on a bike.
Just look at that, would you? Test ride on the Icon Fat Boy Gray Ghost. Holy reflective Batman. Look at this thing. It's amazing. We got modes on this one, so it's in road mode right now. We're on the PCH, so we're gonna go sport mode, boys and girls. Let's go over the controls first. Working our way from the left side to the right. Left side, you got high beam, low beam, pass light, indicates there. You got cruise control, so you're going to press that on to turn it on. It's going to indicate there in amber. Resume is up, set is down. You also have the options button, so if you press that options thing, it's going to take you through trip A, trip B, remaining mileage, time, RPMs, and front and rear PSI. And then we are back to odometer. Left indicator also indicates there, right indicator indicates there. They are self-canceling. You got your horn. You got your on off, you got your hazards up top, so boop, there you go. TC and ABS lights are flashing right now because we haven't started moving yet. You do have a traction control option here, and then mode button, which is going to be on the right indicator switch, but it is the inside, so you press that mode button and it'll change. So sport mode right now with the S, press it again, that is rain mode. It blinks, and then once it's solid, it's basically set. So that's road, and we're back in sport. Ooh, the forward controls. What's crazy is that, like, this thing, it looks super iconic, right? You know, like that OG, like the original came out so long ago, but it's gonna have that modern performance. It's very similar to like what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do right now with my Born Free build, right? We're calling it a retro mod, you know, essentially modern performance but vintage flavor. That's exactly what this thing is. That's exactly what their icon line is. So they've got some really, really cool stuff, you know, with their icon line. Ooh, okay, so the wider rear tires on this thing do make handling feel quite a bit different. I feel like it probably does make it smoother, but it does take a little bit more input in the bars to make it lean left and right. You've got a wider rear tire, you've got a wider front tire. But the 117 makes it do great. Woo! One of the things with the Fat Boy, you know, you do it, like I said, you have to put more input to get it to lean over, and you do have less of a lean angle, but you know, it's just one of those things. It's like, with this bike, that's kind of what you expect. You're not buying this thing to be a race bike. You're gonna scrape peg or floorboard like much sooner than probably what you think you would. But getting it up and going, it is incredibly responsive. If you like cruising, you're gonna turn cruise control on, press it down, boom, you're going. And it feels nicely balanced. One of those things with this bike is, does have like a kind of a lower profile, but you don't feel like you're really like super on top of the bike. The center of gravity, you know, like the weight of the bike is very, like, it feels very low, makes you feel very planted, feels very like, you know, confident. You can like kind of whip it around. Now with the wider tires, I would be curious if that equals a smoother ride. I would think it would, simply for the fact that like whenever you come across, you know, like a little line in the road where like the pavement's dug out and there's like a groove, skinnier tires tend to catch those and they'll pull you all over the place. Wider tires, they just kind of glide over them, you know, which does make for a smoother ride when it comes to that certain scenario. Suspension actually feels really good. With the Softail, it is adjustable. You do have adjustability on the rear suspension on this thing. Front suspension feels good. Mid-turn, the road definitely has some bumps to it, but it's not pogo-y. It doesn't feel too soft. Doesn't feel too firm either. Yeah, we're almost scraping there. Woo! Touch and boot. Oh yeah. Damn, this thing's got some power to it. Hell yeah. See, that's freaking sick, like how it can, you know, look so, the aesthetic can like be so vintage inspired, but damn, that modern performance, man, it feels good. Yeah, handling is the biggest difference, obviously. Like, I'm coming off of a Lowrider ST. Oh shit, came in a little hot. Oh, that's beautiful up here. Jeez. Hit a couple bumps in that turn and didn't feel like I was losing it whatsoever. It just felt very planted. Ergonomics, it's comfortable. You know, obviously it's set up with the floorboards, so your feet are like a little bit further forward. You don't feel like super folded up like taco shape or anything like that. Oh, I wonder how much that house costs. Beautiful. Yeah, you don't feel like taco shape or anything. Bars obviously like being higher. Whenever I talk about taco shape, you know, I'm referencing like riding the FXDR. I used to have one of those, and damn, that thing was straight taco. Taco, taco, burrito, burrito. Fulfill all of your wishes with my taco flavored kisses. Biggest thing about this bike is its aesthetic. God, this thing just looks sick. It rolls up and it catches your eye because it's just all chromed out. Super sick. And with the process that they use on getting that chrome look on the painted surfaces like the tank and the fenders, you know, it's supposed to be pretty resilient. I guess we can try different modes real quick just to show you guys the difference in those. So this has been sport mode. You guys have been seeing gets up and goes, plenty responsive. Rain mode, it's a pretty big difference. So all right, we're in rain mode now. You see, like, just getting back on throttle doesn't have quite the peppiness that it does. It's a little bit more muted, which is great. if you're riding in the rain, because you don't want that rear tire to go out from under you, get a little slippy in a corner. It does have traction control, so if it does do that, you know, you do have that kind of backing you up. Throttle responsiveness between each mode is very, very different. Damn. That view though. Yeah, so that being rain mode. Still got some get up and go, but it's definitely like a bit different. We'll go ahead and switch it over into road mode. Now this is going to be more middle of the road, if you will, no pun intended. I think its throttle responsiveness is still like 1-to-1, but if I get on it, yeah, good amount of responsiveness. Like, you can definitely tell it's a little bit more awake than rain mode. All right, let's do some low speed maneuvering here. Feels great.
We'll do that again down.
Yeah.
Because that's epic.
Oh, it's beautiful. Loud exhaust, zero tolerance. Holy shit. Look at that view. Damn. Ooh. Almost scraping. It's funny, you really wouldn't look at a bike like this and expect, you know, to be able to like just throw it into corners like you can. I mean, like I said, larger wheels, larger tires, less of a lean angle, but it's still tons of fun on a road like this. I mean, how could you ride a road like this and not have fun? This is incredible. God, it really makes me like, I'm like hesitating saying it. So in all honesty, it really makes me dislike Florida. Like, we don't have anything like this for roads. Like, it just doesn't exist. We don't have the elevation. We don't have the geography. I really think we're gonna have to do something about that, boys and girls. I'll keep y'all posted. Oh man, what a great bike. This thing has like all the modern, you know, stuff offered from Harley-Davidson, the larger displacement engine, which has plenty of power, plenty of pep. If you're riding on the highway, interstate, those speeds, you got cruise control, you got enough power to like grab a handful of throttle or downshift a gear or two, put you wherever you want in traffic, and look great while doing it, because damn, this bike looks good. I was nerding out a little bit earlier whenever we first saw it off camera. And one of the things I said was that it reminds me of a ship from Star Wars, Queen Amidala's the Naboo Starfighter or something like that. I can't remember the exact name. I mentioned that and they were like, oh, we should get Natalie Portman's thoughts on it. Should be great. Looks incredible. Just absolutely looks incredible. They did a fantastic job with like the chrome finish or the chrome paint. You roll this thing up into bike night, it's definitely going to get some looks. Great job to Harley-Davidson. Big thanks to Harley-Davidson for the opportunity to come out here to California to ride these amazing roads. Like, oh my god, some of those shots, just beautiful, incredible, amazing. Damn you, Florida. What a bike. The fact that there's 1,990 of them at the price point they are, it's a limited edition icon collection for the price. I'm pleasantly surprised that, like, I thought it would be more expensive. So 2 questions that I like to answer in these test rides. Number 1, would I change anything about it? It's paying homage to that original bike, so no, I wouldn't change anything about it. Number 2, would I purchase it? I'm not in the market for it, but it's a great looking bike. And with me, I usually buy motorcycles and then I modify them, I change them. Seeing as how this is a serialized numbered bike, I probably wouldn't buy it just because I would change it. We were already talking and I was saying like, damn, it'd be cool to buy one of these and do like a fully chromed out Fat Boy Cholo, right? You guys have been asking for a Cholo for a bit, so think about that. Like, if you were to lower this thing a bit, it's already all chromed out. You'd have some dual pipe, fishtails, Choloed up, some Cholo bars on there. I think it would look great. If anybody out there ends up buying one, you guys want to do that, let me know. Loved it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was insightful. Like I said, I'll be sure to drop the link down in the description below so that you guys can go to Harley-Davidson's website and check this thing out. Check out all those tech specs if you would like. Go over to Professional Monkey's channel. Check out his review as well. Thanks for giving me your thoughts and input, man. Appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell icon also so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Until next time, ride safe, stay vigilant. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Later.